Hi, I'm Fiona. I'm the CEO of Innovate Dublin. Innovate Dublin is a social enterprise that was set up in the end of 2015 and looks to identify social issues in communities and co-create, co-develop solutions to those issues. 2016 has been a really fun and successful year for Innovate Dublin. It's been our first year of operation. We've set up what's called a social innovation hub, which was our first business that we set up for the Ballymun community. So there was a need to develop more co-working space in the area, but specifically focusing on social entrepreneurs and social enterprises. So at the start of 2016, we opened our first business social innovation hub in the Ballymun community that has 350 square metres of open plan space and co-working space for the local residents.
We provide a high degree of support to our tenants, our hubbers as we call them, all designed to help them grow and develop their business. We offer dedicated desks which can be rented on a monthly basis, or hot desks which can be rented on a daily basis, all at a very competitive rate. These will be businesses who don't want to work from home anymore, but may not be able to afford the expense of hiring an office themselves. So here they can have a co-working space where they can work with other small businesses, very strong networking opportunities, and we provide them with all kinds of information to help them develop their business.
I was based out of a one-person office. It can be very isolating to be working on your own for hours at a time, whereas with the hub, it's a fantastic space to work in. I find it very kind of inspirational. There's some lovely spaces to do a bit of work.
Just to be able to talk to other people who are in the same kind of startup space as I am and get ideas from people, I find it really, really good.
I've also met some great contacts in the industry, and we've already forged relationships together, and we've got new projects on the go, and some of the things that we're working on are just things that my business personally wouldn't be involved in otherwise if it wasn't for being involved with Innovate Dublin, so that's been great.
Barry Sheridan's my name. I'm CEO of the Irish Men's Sheds Association. Very much grassroots organisation, very much community focused, very much about providing men with a space to come together, to learn new skills. We're delighted to be here. You know, I think Innovate Dublin have been a huge support to us since we moved here. It's given us that type of permanent base that allows us to kind of grow with our organisation the way our sheds are growing on the ground. The whole thinking about giving back to the community and improving one's community, in essence, that's what sheds are all about. And I think the work that Innovate Dublin are doing and Men's Sheds are doing, there's a nice synergy there between the two of us.
The second programme we're running in the hub is called Innovate for Growth. In this programme, we offer 10 local startups with free desk space in our hub, plus additional supports, all designed to help them develop their business skills and their business. The programme has been running for several months now, and we've had several good stories and good wins that we're happy to report on. Some of our participants have increased their business offerings, some have diversified, and many of them have actually set up some very interesting networking links with each other and have grown their business as a result.
So we've also worked in the area of youth, and we were successful this year to win the Ulster Bank Skills and Opportunity Fund at the start of 2016, which was a fantastic opportunity, and I'd just like to thank everyone who actually voted for us that allowed us to actually win that fund. So it's actually been a fun project. We looked at creating what's called the Youth Academy with people in the Ballymun community to actually allow them to design and create the programme themselves with youth organisations and Innovate Dublin.
The programme is designed to deliver awareness and skills in two areas. One is around design thinking, which is an approach that can be used to start developing a solution for a problem, or in the wider case where you've got an opportunity and you're wondering how to begin to get going with it. The project management is, once you've come up with the solution from the design thinking, the last 80% of the project is just a hard slog. You've got to put stuff in place, you've got to do it on the right day, you've got to do it with the right people, you've got to have the right equipment turning up at the right point in time. The projects are a very useful vehicle, but they're not the only thing that matters. Frankly, the skills and the approach and remembering how to use the techniques are the key part of it.
So the other area we're looking at under youth is development of Thinking Cup Cafe. Now, the idea of having a cafe is to develop it as a business, but also use it as a platform to employ young offenders, give them an opportunity of employment coming out of prison, which will enable them to be reintegrated back into the community. So that will be taken forward next year and move from feasibility stage to development of the business plan, and hopefully bring it to operation fruition towards the end of 2017, beginning of 2018.
And that's really the way we're approaching projects here in Innovate Dublin. We're going to test projects, we're going to see what works, and then we're going to release them into the environment for them to operate. And we hope that over time that Ballymun can become a test bed for many, many new ideas, but also that across Dublin we can focus on social innovation.
And we've been working with Fab Lab to develop the mobile maker space. Essentially a vehicle on wheels that will carry 3D printers, lathes, wood cutters, CNC machines, and go out to schools to actually engage students, teachers and parents. There is a huge skills deficit going forward in terms of science, technology, engineering and maths. 2/3 of the jobs in the space haven't yet been created, and we need to raise the awareness of what STEAM and STEM is in our communities in Dublin. It's been a successful year, startup year for Innovate Dublin in 2016, and we were fortunate to be able to recruit a new member of the team for 2017, a project development manager who will be coming on board in January to focus on bringing projects to operation fruition. So that's a fantastic achievement for us as a company going forward. So I'd just like to thank everyone for supporting Innovate Dublin in its startup phase this year. From the boards of directors down to people who have supported us on the phone and supported us with the project programme and business development this year. So thank you ever so much for all your help, and we look forward to your continued support in 2017. All the best.